My name is Travis Whitford. I'm with Cross Country Mortgage. I've been in the lending business since 1998. I live in South Woodbury. I have two beautiful daughters, Jalen and Zoe. Jalen is 9, Zoe is 6, going to be 7 this August, and my wife Julie. And we've been in Woodbury for a little over 7 years now.
Tell us a little bit about your business and what you love most about what you do.
Well, what I do is I do mortgages for people, anybody looking to buy or refinance for whatever reason they have going on. But what I love most about this job is getting to meet all the awesome people throughout the days and the years. I mean, meeting people like you guys, your clients. There's so many great clients that I've had, and just getting to meet so many people is the best. I love it.
So what's something people misunderstand about getting a loan?
Well, there are three things I think that there's a lot of people misunderstand. Number one is getting a pre-qualification versus a pre-approval. A pre-qualification is essentially a conversation. You're talking about your income, you're talking about your debts, and you're kind of like, yeah, you should be able to afford this. A pre-approval is actually having a submitted application, or getting your credit pulled, submitting all your income and asset documents, and having something ran through an automated underwriting system. So that's one. A lot of people kind of think getting a mortgage is as easy as getting a car loan. There's a lot of moving pieces with getting a mortgage and buying a house. You have the legality of title work and the transfer of ownership, and it's much more complex than getting a car loan. And then lastly, I say just kind of like the overall cash to close. Sometimes people, you hear, oh, how much do I need to put down? And so it's, 5%. And they're like, okay, I got that. And I was like, well, you got another 2, 3, 4% for all the closing costs and prepaid stuff too. So a lot of times people think that just the amount you need is just your down payment, but these mortgages, they're not cheap. Homeowners insurance isn't cheap, and it adds up pretty quick.
What's something people should not wait too long to address?
Submitting application. I have had tons of borrowers that just don't want to apply until they find a house. And then they go shopping or they go looking for homes with you, don't have an application submitted, fall in love with the house, don't have their ducks in line, and then want to apply. And then what if it's like a Sunday night and, we're busy or this or that? So people need to plan ahead when you're buying a house. You have to get an application and your income docs submitted in advance. Because if you wait too long, you're going to lose out on that perfect property because you're just not prepared.
Who are the best people to introduce you to, and what businesses naturally pair well with yours?
Well, obviously buyers. Anybody that's looking to buy a house that is not, that needs financing, is not a cash buyer. But other great connections are additional realtors, CPAs, financial advisors, divorce attorneys. Usually they all have people that are going to need financing to accomplish some sort of goal or some sort of legal requirement to do something. So those are all great referrals and just great connections that go well with my industry.
What's the most rewarding part of serving your customers?
Getting to the closing table and seeing the joy on their faces, because usually it's a first time home buyer that just never thought they were ever going to be able to buy a house, or it's the move up buyer that finally bought their dream house, and just the pure joy and happiness is that's what it's all about, and being able to help make that happen for them.
What experience or background gives you an advantage?
Well, the experience, I'm almost 30 years in the industry, so I've seen a lot. But what makes me a little bit more different than a lot of other loan officers is think like an underwriter. So I can identify potential issues before they become an issue and, get it squared away in advance so it never becomes a problem.
Tell us about a customer you recently helped.
Oh, good one here. Just recently closing with your guys' team. We had a client, they thought they were pre-approved with a bank. I won't say. And then I have them submit the application to get a second opinion, and there was something in the file that was not an easy pre-approval. There was something that was there. And I peeled away all the layers of the onion, got it all squared away, and yeah, everything worked out great. The clients and I became pretty close during the transaction, which is, one of the things what I love about this job is meeting all these awesome people and, developing a friendship style relationship with them other than just a mortgage loan officer buyer relationship.
It is a lot of fun when a lot of our clients become friends too, and it
Oh
just
yeah.
makes the job so much easier.
Yeah, it's great. And then, once you kind of become friends, that trust
Yep.
follows and it just makes it a smooth, seamless transaction and a fun transaction too.
Yep. Tell us why people should call you over another lender.
I got a few things to say about that. Number one is just my experience and knowledge. Every single loan or every borrower situation is different. And sometimes things are very complex. And if you don't have experience, you might not know how to handle it. And then something becomes a problem when it doesn't need to be a problem. Another thing, too, I feel like I relate very well with everybody. So whether it's, Mr. and Mrs. Big Shot, whether it's, blue collar, whoever, I have experiences and can relate to essentially everybody and make them feel comfortable. I mean, this is typically your biggest transaction that you're going to have in your life. And you need to be able to relate or have a relation to the person that's helping you out with it and have trust.
How can Chris and I help support your business?
You're doing it right now. I mean, and you guys send me referrals and it's awesome. Number is 651 755 3086. And my email is simply travis.whitford, WHITFORD, @ccm.com.